Hey guys, it is PlazmaScream, and today we're going to talk about a very special character. Not a challenge character today, but instead a very rare and hard to get character. I felt like today will be a pretty good day to do it. Mainly because if you go here in the store, you see we currently have a pack in the store right here, showcasing the character in question, Batman Beyond, aka Beyond Batman. And this is one of the rarest characters in the entire game, and there's really only three ways to get them. This is one way. I don't recommend this at all because $30 is ridiculous. That's a crime, bro. Like, what the heck? But there's two other ways to get them without spending real money like this. Number one, doing veteran Phantom Zone crystals and hoping you get lucky. Not guaranteed. And number two, there is a pack in the store that comes at least 2 times in our challenge cycle. Because we have a pack cycle too associated with challenge characters. There's a pack called Batman versus Joker Eternal Enemies. In that pack, which is 250,000 credits per pack, you got a chance to get just random Batman and Joker characters. There's some that are specified that they got listed on there, like just for example. Um, they have like some listed stuff like this, but then also this looks like gold character. It's got like that, but the gold characters are all Batman and Joker characters. So that is where you would get your best chance to get him is Beyond Batman from that pack, the Eternal Enemies pack. The only thing is it's not here often, only like 2 times out of the whole challenge cycle, and the cycle is like about 50 something characters in there, maybe 60. I don't know the exact number. It's around a year-ish. So realistically, you're only going to see the pack maybe 2 times out of the year. It used to be here for the Godfall Superman challenge, but since our pack, our challenge cycle got more characters added to it, I believe it's like the challenge before Superman. I don't remember exactly which one it was. It was a couple months back. But it'll be quite a while before that pack comes around. But I wanted to make this video because this is a very, very, very cool character that I want to talk about. Because when that pack got here, I actually opened up so many packs, over 20 million credits worth of packs, in order to get this guy. Elite 10, level 60. And I'm pretty sure I'm one of the few people in like the whole world, in the whole community, that even have this guy legit without even doing his old WBID challenge. Because there used to be another way you can get them. We used to have a way to like sync up our console Injustice game, like the arcade game, not the arcade, but like the fighting game, with our mobile games, with our WBID. And by doing that, if you completed certain like challenges they had, you could get certain like unlocks for each either mobile or the console game. One of those was a challenge that if you did it in the online mode, you would unlock direct promotions for Beyond Batman. You cannot do this anymore because that's a way to sync up the accounts. It doesn't work anymore. Even if you had an account on the console game, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't sync up, and you wouldn't be able to do those challenges anymore to unlock those characters and stuff. So since that happens, the ways to get this guy and the other WBID unlock characters has been lessened, and now it's even harder to get them. So now your best bet is honestly that pack I mentioned a minute ago. Don't go dropping $30 on that pack you saw in the store just a second ago, because that is not worth it. I mean, animated Harley you can just get in the store. Animated Batman Beyond, he's actually going to be next week. Kind of reason why that pack is even here, because it's advertising in a way the challenge for Animated Batman Beyond, which comes next Thursday. So, and then Beyond Batman, of course, told you just a moment ago how to get him. So that's not worth at all buying, but it is absolutely worth buying the Eternal Enemies pack when it's here. And I'm going to kind of tell you why. Because this is one of the best characters in the game. A lot of people probably don't believe that because either they don't have him or they don't know how to use him. And I do have him because this is just like no one talks about this guy. Nobody has him, nobody talks about him, nobody uses him. But it's a shame because this is one of the best characters you can use as a carry. And not just any carry, but a utility carry, as shown here with these 3 gears right here. So, the reason why he's such a good utility carry is because the special 1 can apply multiple gear effects, like most Batman characters. So when you throw a special 1 out, if you have a gear, such as Claw of Horse, or the Ibis Stick, and other DOT gears, you can apply those gear effects of Gear Shatter or DOT applied more than once, because of the way the batarangs work. Almost all batarangs, with the exception of the animated Batman Beyond, apply 2 gear effects, 1 per batarang, as you see here. So when he throws a special 1 out with Claw Horse, he can shatter up to 2 gears. If you give him Tangent Totem, and the opponent has an Astro Harness, and you do a special 1 on the Astro Harness, he can refund the power that he used on that special 1, so that he used no power at all because he did no damage to the Astro Shield. This allows you to then use another special 1 immediately after to shatter up to 3 gears with 2 special 1s. So you can shatter the opponent's entire gear loadout with 2 special 1s on their Astro Shield while the barrier is up. And Totem will refund the power because it did 0 damage. Another thing you can do is with Master's Death Guard. It also has a great little mechanic to where if you tag in the second time for that character and use a special immediately upon tagging in, you will apply gear effects such as Claw of Horse or the Ibis Stick if you have them. Except it's not just twice like it is normally for Batman, it's like a whole bunch of times. So I don't know the exact number, but it's probably like 4 or 5 times, maybe even more. I don't know the number. I probably should though. But basically, you can tag in, if you have Claw of Horse, you can immediately shatter all their gears. You can do this with any character, but it works even better if you have characters who already are good gear shatterers. And if you were to potentially have a gear like Ibis Stick, or if you don't have that, maybe like League of Assassins, Adept Blade, or Let's Go Helmet, in that instance, you would apply a whole bunch of DOT. And for the DOT gears, it wouldn't just have to be special 1, you could do a special 2. But if you would use Claw of Horse, it would only work with special 1. But these 3 gears allow him to be a fantastic gear shatterer, aka support, and also carry at the same time. Now let's talk about why he's such a good carry. This guy right here has an extremely rare special 2 because it is 3 hits, potential 3 KO. You can knock out, you can knock out the entire team with this special 2. You can just tag in, immediately fire off Tricky Bat, special 2, and hit every single opponent on that team and knock out all 3 with 1 special 2 used. And this is made even easier if you have a max crit damage, and max damage like mine is. And I'm very proud of this because this is a very lovely achievement that I've gotten. Last time the Batman Breakthrough was here, I tried to get this guy ready so quick by playing so much Survivor to get him augmented and all set up by the time his Breakthrough got here, so I can make a video like this. Now, he's very good on his own, but of course everybody needs teammates. So, let's go on to the teammates. Number 1, Ares. This is going to be the craziest gear setup you're ever going to see used on this guy, and you're going to be pondering as to why we're doing this. Astro Harness, Enchantress, Raceable Scimitar. Initially, I had a gear setup that was Raceable Scimitar plus Demon Blade plus Demonic Cloak. The reason why that is I wanted to potentially allow him to be used as a backup carry. If you were somehow in a position where Batman got KO'd, but you still need to win the match because you still have 2 characters left, one of them being Ares, you can still use the special 2 to do immense damage, especially if he's get a crit on that special 2, that 1 hit special 2, you could easily KO people, even with him being just Elite 3. Where is my Batman? Come on, get back here. Right here. Even with him just being Elite 3, this special 2 does very good damage, and if you get a crit with it, it does even more. But then I thought to myself, and I did some testing, and I wasn't sure if you actually want him to be crit augmented or be getting crits at all. The reason why that is because we have Ares on this team to utilize his passive. When he goes for a special 2 Godsmack, regardless if it hits blocked or unblocked, if they survive, and only if they survive, they will be unable to block any attacks at all for a time. This will only work if, number one, you land the special 2 and it does damage. So if it didn't do any damage because they had like an Astro Shield up, it's not going to work. And they must survive it. If you do so much damage that it knocks them out, it's not going to work. So I then had to stop using that gear setup built for damage and crits and go for this instead. The reason why we have Astro Harness is because it allows us to potentially, this is a kind of a niche gear for this situation I'm about to explain. If you were to fight a Blackest Night team and they have Blackest Night Superman, Superman counters this character. However, if you use a special 2 and hit it unblocked on Blackest Night Superman or his teammate, you will be able to activate the passive. It will not activate if Superman blocks, or his teammate blocks the special 2, because Superman gives himself and his Blackest Night teammates unblockable immunity. But I do believe that if you were to fight a Blackest Night Superman and you manage to land a special 2 unblocked, and Astro Shield, the Astro Harness on your own will allow you to have a good shot at doing that, because you can just wait for them to attack and then time a special 2 to land it as they're throwing basics at you. You can land a special 2 unblocked and be able to turn on his passive anyway, despite their ability to counter him. Now we have Enchantress here. The reason why we have that is because sometimes characters get pushed too far when Batman Beyond, or Beyond Batman, uses the Master's Death card. And you want Death card because of the synergy it has with Claw Force. So we don't have Rags, Raceco Scimitar, on Beyond Batman. But we have Enchantress here, and what that is going to do is when you go for Special 2, and they get hit by it, and you tag in Beyond Batman, the skulls from Ares, his special, are going to start flying out as you tag in with Batman. The skulls are going to stop the opponent from getting pushed too far away from the Master's Death card tag-in shots, therefore allowing Beyond Batman to consistently chain his Special 2 from his the Master's Death card. Because sometimes with some characters, I know definitely this is the issue with Martian Manhunter characters, where they get pushed too far away, and Beyond Batman, he might miss Special 2 hits, and that's really bad. You don't want that to happen. But Enchantress Skulls will allow him to get, kind of put in place, so he doesn't get pushed too far. So then the Special 2 hits from Beyond Batman do actually connect and allow him to get, the KOs and such from going forward. The last teammate on this team is Batgirl Prime, and this is also why we have Rags on Ares, because it allows him, with Rags and Batgirl, to get 2 bars of power right away. And because we already have Astro Shield on Ares, we're going to do 4-fold set, and instead of Astro on Batgirl, we're just going to do Let's Go Helmet, so she can perform as a normal tank. So that is a team, once again, Batgirl Prime, Ares Prime with these gears, and Beyond Batman with these gears. And I'm actually going to go ahead and play some matches and bonus battle 8 against some very difficult opponents, so you can see the team in action. And this is actually going to be kind of good because the third fight has a Blackest Night Superman, so I can test my theory on if Ares can get around that Blackest Night Superman counter. So there's Batman right there, Ares right here, and Batgirl right here, and we're going to go ahead and get in here. Okay, so they have Arkham Knight Harley Quinn, and when you're doing bonus battle 8, it's a bit tricky to do this, because you don't want to just tag in your carry right away. Her passive might activate and get you screwed over. So what I'm going to do is we are just going to kind of just kill some time here. And then go for Special 2. Come on, man, do Special 2. Okay. I just need to die. Okay, there we go. Now, we're going to, that's a misclick, but it's okay. That's the first knockout. Immediately start the second one. They can't block this because Ares turned on the unblockables, and Beyond Batman just knocked them all out easily. Misclicked on special 1, didn't mean to use that, but it's still okay because Beyond Batman got in there. And easily, you saw with Ares passes still activated, and it was activated for a while. Like, you saw that. It was activated for quite a while. And that gave Beyond Batman plenty of time to do 2 special 2s on the whole team. And they have quite a lot of HP, so they're not going to get one-shot. But if you're playing multiplayer, they will get one-shot because they're going to have significantly less HP. And that's why Beyond Batman's so cool, is because he does enough damage on each hit of his 3 KO special 2. Because the less amount of hits you have on a special, the more damage those individual hits will do. So each time you get a hit on one of those hits of a special 2, because of it just being 3 hits, they're going to do a lot of damage on each one of those hits. You're going to do like over 100k damage on each hit. So that will give you a strong shot, provided you get the crit, to get the one shot on each of the opponent's teammates, leading you to get matches that can be as fast as like 10, 11 seconds long. This guy is extremely fast for multiplayer. So go ahead and do a second match. And this should go by a little faster because I don't have to worry about Harley Quinn. So I'm going to go ahead, do the thing. Another one, we don't have to worry about blocking or any of that. If it crits, it's going to get KO'd. Easy. And again, another one. And KO'd. Boom. Very nice. This is easy. Like, I'm not even trying here. This is bonus battle 8. Like one of the hardest stages in the whole game, and I'm winning this easily without even trying. Okay, so now we're going to see how this works against Black Knight Superman. And see if this does, in fact, allow him to be hit with Ares' passive. I'm going to first use it on static, but we're going to see if the passive extends to the whole team. Yeah, that including Superman. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get in here. I'm not the best at this minigame, so you're going to have to forgive me. Okay, so I don't actually see. So you're going to have to forgive me for earlier. I did say that would affect Black Knight Superman. It does not appear to be true. I guess I was mistaken there, but it's still okay because he's perfectly dead by this point. What we got to do is just finish him off. And let's go ahead and start the second one. Boom. And in. So I was mistaken on that part, so do forgive me. But point still stands. Team is extremely fast and very good. Batman Beyond KO'd the whole team in just a few seconds. Again, these have very high health opponents, and he's taking them out very, very fast. And really, that's the only weakness for this team, is when you're fighting a Black Knight Superman, Black Knight team. And even then, that is a very rare Black Knight team. Most people tend to use Flash, Batman, Hawkgirl. Doomsday, Manhunter, and Superman are kind of rare, and also you don't see Superman on non-Black Knight teams that much either. So despite that little bit of issue there, you're not going to see that guy that much anyway. Honestly, most time you see him is probably going to be on like a hacker's team, because they tend to just throw on multiplayer characters on a team thinking, oh, that makes this team good. Look at me, I'm using these rare characters, I'm automatically good because I can just throw on Suicide Squad, Joker, and Hinged, plus Black Knight Superman, plus, like, I don't know, Wally West, you know. You know what I'm talking about. You see that stuff. But that is the team. There is another team you can use that could be pretty cool. This is what I use, and I love this one. But because he does have a 3-hit, potential 3 KO special 2, I do want to mention, you could, if you wanted to, pair him alongside New 50 Black Adam. So I'm actually going to do a ladder where I utilize that strategy. So we're going to change the gears a little bit, because this is definitely an option for you. 3-hit special 2s are so good at knocking out multiple opponents, and New 2 Black Adam assists them with his passive. And I'm going to showcase this right here. If you've seen my Yellow Lantern video, you know what I'm talking about. This 100% assist chance. So it says here, he has a 100% chance to perform a lightning damage assist on opponent tagging. That means every single time an opponent tags in, they're going to get struck by lightning. It won't do much damage, but the purpose of this is During that brief period when they get struck by lightning on tagging, they cannot block, they cannot attack, they cannot defend themselves in any way. If you are in the middle of a special 2 or special 1 and it is multi KO, you have the ability to hit that opponent as soon as they tag in and they cannot defend themselves. They cannot block it. And this grants you the ability to have an extremely high shot at knocking out the entire team with a 3-hit KO carry. And we're going to showcase that here. I'm actually going to do bonus battle 6 for this one. And if you were going to do this in multiplayer, I'm going to edit the gears a little bit just to showcase what I would do there. I would do Astro Harness 4th World set on Black Adam. On Beyond Batman, I would do these 2 gears and then Demon Blade. I had Let's Go Helmet because I was going to do bonus battle 8. And then Batman Prime, he would actually have Claw Horse. And then Let's Go Helmets for some DOT and some defense because he's Elite 0. And then Master's Death Card. For this team, I would probably have Beyond Batman a little lower promoted. Maybe Elite 9 would do the trick instead of Elite 10. But he would still be very strong and very effective, even if he's just a little bit less damage. And Batman Prime's passive would help in the loss of stats from Elite 9, Elite 10 by giving him 25% more damage, which is very appreciated. So we'll go ahead and use a recharge on Beyond Batman. And I'm going to showcase how it does with Nuke 2 Black Adam as a teammate. Okay, so tag in. Just going to wait, and we're going to go ahead and start Switch 2. Boom. See that? Notice how the enemy Beyond Batman just got destroyed as soon as it tagged in and had no chance to defend himself. And we won in just like extremely fast time. And now we're going to go to the next match. I'm doing bonus battle 6 here. This is a lot more like accurate as to like the kind of types of enemies you're going to fight. You know, if you're fighting like gold characters and whatnot, they're going to have like similar stats that you would have. Not here, but definitely you're going to showcase what's going to happen when you get the full team KO on each hit. 1, 2, and finally 3. Boom. KO'd. 125,000 damage on that special 2. I know those are bronzes and silvers. One of them was a boss character though, 5 seconds. And this one actually has a gold character and a silver character with gold character stats. So this will definitely be a lot more similar to what you would fight in multiplayer. Okay, tag him in. We're gonna block and then do a special 2. Okay, he got KO'd immediately. And then Flash will do the same. Easily, and then one more for the final KO. Boom. Very easy. This strategy will give you super easy matches. You won't even have to try. I mean, you're just going to one-shot every single person you fight with no difficulty. They can't block, they can't defend themselves, they can't fight back. You're just going to KO them as soon as they even get into the match. And if by chance you fight someone who has like an Astro Harness that prevents you from doing that, you just tag in Batman Prime and you shatter it with Claw Force. And you go back into Batman Beyond or Beyond Batman, and you're going to do the exact same thing. You know, special 2 one more time, and then go from there. And then the remaining teammates are just, they can't even stop you. So that is that second team. I do believe these are the 2 best teams you should use with Beyond Batman. Both of them allow him to make use of his special 2, his very powerful 3-hit, 3 KO special 2. And I also want to mention, it does chain for the Master's Death Card. You don't have to use Race School Scimitar. You can use Death Card. But there are not many 3 hits, 3 KO special 2s that do chain for Death Card or chain consistently. Injustice 2 Superman has an issue landing the first hit sometimes. Yellow Lantern, he does not chain from Death Card. So, excuse my dog in the background. 1 second.
Hey, calm down.
Yellow Lantern, he has to use this same setup right here. He cannot use Death Card, so you have to use Race School Scimitar. But there's not many. There's only like a few. So Beyond Batman is one. New 52 Superman is another, and I want to say there's like one more. I don't really remember. There's not many 3K switch-twos in the game. They're very rare. I'm thinking in my head there's one more, but I can't remember if it is exactly. I guess Gaslight Batman if you have bleed, but you need bleed, otherwise you can only KO one person. So that is a bit of an issue for him, and he should just be a support, not a carry. So I would not do that with him. I think that's honestly the only other one I'm thinking about. Technically Red Sun Superman, but most of the time he can only get 2 KOs, but he has potential to get 3. Anyway, point being, this is a very, very, very good character with a very rare and almost unique capability to one-shot the entire team with a special 2 with just 3 hits on it. 3-hit special 2s are some of the best in the game, but also some of the rarest in the game. So whenever you have a character that has one, you should absolutely invest your resources into them, because we're talking about a character that can so easily wipe out an entire team with just one single special 2. And then win matches for you in like 10 seconds or less. Like, that is so amazing. So, once again, I'm going to showcase the gears for this team, if you wanted them. Astro, 4th World, Demon Blade, Totem Rags, and Claw Force, Let's Go Helmet, Death Cart. And we're going to go back to the one with Ares. And again, the reason why we have Ares on that team is to kind of give that same effect of being unable to block the attacks. Because of Lightning Strike, in this case, it'd be from his passive. So on that team, you would do this. And I want to mention, do not augment Ares if you use this, because it would not be, if you KO the opponent with special 2, his passive will not actually activate, so you want to actually do so much damage to KO them. But if you were to fight someone, and maybe they have low stats, so maybe you would KO them, I want to mention that you could have the option of just not going 200% on the Ares special 2 minigame, maybe do like 110%, so it doesn't KO them and they actually survive, to have a better shot at activating the passive. So that is an option if you find someone who's got a little bit less stats on them, because sometimes you might get matched with somebody who has like a, Elite 0 gold or something like that. So, or maybe like some kind of low promotion like that. So it might be in your benefit to do a little strategy like that. Not that, but and then of course, Macro Prime right here. You would do 4th World set and Let's Go Helmet, and like so. Not this. Use Let's Go Helmet for the extra block and also the DOT if you needed it. And then, of course, Beyond Batman would go for... Oh. Where's Claw Force? I just saw it. Not you. Right here. Claw Force, Totem, and Master's Death Card. That would be the gear setup on that team. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Next week, I do want to make a video on animated Batman Beyond, the other Batman Beyond, because I think he is also a very cool character that you can use the same gear setup that I showed up a minute ago with Death Card, Totem, Claw Horse. I do believe you could use the same gear setup on animated Batman Beyond to great effect. You would not be able to chain from Death Card, but having the ability to shatter all gears right away with Claw Force and Master's Death Card, I do believe that would be very good for animated Batman Beyond, because one of his only issues is Astro Harness, but otherwise he has a very good 4-hit, 3 KO special 2, and I definitely want to showcase his carry capabilities very soon. His challenge is next week, so that'll be something to talk about when it comes. So that is all I want to say today. Hope you guys learned something. Also, we do have Flashpoint Aquaman MP season today right here. Definitely get this guy, one of the best characters in the entire game, probably like a top 10 character, just period, for offense and defense. Don't need to explain much. That guy's insane. And we do have Dawn of Justice Superman this week. If you want to do him, get his challenge, that'd be a good character to get. He's a pretty good support and a decent carry, depending on how you want to use him. But pretty hard to get, though, because you need a Zod character and a Doomsday character. Lex Luthor is easy to get, but Zod and Doomsday, that's gold characters. So you're going to have to probably drop at least 400k in credits to get those guys if you're an early game player and you don't have them. But he's pretty worth getting. This is a pretty good character. Being able to shatter gears just using specials without even having Claw Horse is pretty nice. So, but yeah, that's be a good reason to get that guy. But that's all I want to say today. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and definitely learned how to use this extremely rare and cool character that not a whole lot of people even have. And again, if you wanted to get him, you would have to wait until the pack Eternal Enemies Batman vs. Joker came back to the store for 250,000 credits. If you know when it comes, you can anticipate it. You can grind ahead of time to get the credits you need to open a whole bunch of packs like I did. I grinded for about 20 million before the pack came, and then I just made a whole bunch of pack openings during the week it was here in an attempt to get them, and it was very, very worth it. I stand by that. It was so worth it. But it'll be quite a while for that pack comes back, so I just want to let you know that. So you have some time to farm if you want to. But that's all I want to say today, and thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys for listening to me, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you.